We launched this about 10 years ago. Governments have come and gone, and there have been certain parts of our report that the government has implemented, but the major one the government has not, and that's a National Autism Strategy.
I've seen firsthand what resources can do to help people with ASD. I've seen lives being transformed. I've seen families develop a great deal of confidence in themselves being parents and also in their children. And I also seen the opposite.
It's important to make Canadians aware that this is a growing issue. 1 in 68 Canadians are born with the condition.
So it's important for individuals with ASD to have the supports they need to really reach their full potential in life. That's a basic human right.
Putting resources in place, whether it's for training, for workshops, for opportunities, for mentoring opportunities, for learning skills, all of these things are necessary. They're not sufficient, but they're necessary steps so that we can become a more inclusive society, and we can all benefit from what everybody, including people on the spectrum, ASD, can contribute and do contribute.
I think it's high time that the government catches up with society and catches up with the private sector and understands that this is a growing epidemic in the country. We need a national strategy on autism. I think right now the ball is clearly in the court of the Prime Minister and the Minister of Health to bring together provincial healthcare ministers around the table, to bring our stakeholders across the country that have hands-on experience with the issue.
If we can raise awareness and move governments to the place where, on a provincial level and on a national level, we can be dealing with regional strategies and a national autism strategy, that will go a long way towards people with autism being able to actually live their rights.
I encourage the federal government to develop a national strategy for autism, and also to develop a strong component of that includes Indigenous children and youth in Canada as well.
What makes this whole thing work are the people who are working in the autism community. And those of us in the Senate, we're the support players in this. Let's never forget self-advocates.
When I think about the future, I would absolutely love to see a child in Nunavut have the same access to services that a child in Ontario, urban centers have, that a child in East Preston, a small Black community in Nova Scotia, would have. Really having access to services across the country for every child and every family that's impacted by autism.